This is, let's see, microphone one at set volume. Set volume, microphone one. How's that coming in? Can you hear that, Will? Okay, now microphone two. Can you hear microphone two okay? And is that just as loud and clear? This is a roving mic I'm going to take onto the ice for part of the ceremony. Okay, I can lower that. Check two, mic two. Okay, microphone two has lowered. Is that better? Microphone two better? Okay, microphone two is a little bit louder now. Let me hear it a little bit louder now. I'm going to start singing Shout soon. It's going to be like Animal House. It's only for a short portion. Well, for the ceremony, I'll be using this microphone. So hopefully this is better. Excellent. Thank you very much, sir. Comes Jefferson Community College wearing their blackout jerseys. We'll see how this goes. The picture made the outline look a little lighter around the numbers. Fortunately, I can identify most of these guys by the way they skate, so we should be okay. You're going to start off soon with our sophomore night ceremony. Then we'll go to warm-ups. And then we'll have our traditional start to the game. So right now I'm going to place this down in the area of the ceremony. So you may watch it because I'm going to be down there on the ice because my son is one of the sophomores this year. So thank you all for watching, tuning into AAU Plus, home of AAU hockey. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Excited and psyched to bring this to you. So I'm going to head down to the ice now to begin our festivities. Oh, yeah, so what? I'm coming down. He's coming. Excuse me. Okay, do you want to be? Okay. What? Yeah. Are we ready to go? Ladies and gentlemen, boys, Jefferson Community College Cannoneers of all ages and all genders, welcome to the 2026 Sophomore Night. All right. Yeah, this is fun stuff. That means that we are one step closer away from stop having to pay for these kids and they'll start paying you back. We're going to start this evening off with our first sophomore of the evening. It's Carson Barrett. Carson is escorted by John Barrett, his father, and his mother, Erin Barrett, and his girlfriend, Joy. Jordan. Look at that. She keeps changing her name. Carson has been playing hockey for 17 years. He's a defenseman wearing number 6. Carson's favorite hype song is Purple Lamborghini by Rick Ross. Favorite pregame meal is lots of candy. Favorite rink to play in is the Cheel Arena. When asked for his future plans, Colin wants to make a career in sports management and work for a professional sports team. His word of thanks is to his parents for being there for me in life and in hockey, and to Coach Coachman and Coach Ledoux for not only making me a better hockey player, but a better person by pushing me to be the very best that I can be. His favorite hockey memories at JCC are the early morning turf workouts in August. Advice for upcoming players: you are a student first and an athlete second. It'll be tough, but you'll have the most fun you will ever have. Number 6, Carson Barrett. Our next sophomore, number 8, Colin Whitmore. Colin is escorted on the ice by his mother, Jessica, his father, Wendell, and his brother, Owen Whitmore. Colin's been playing 12 years with Watertown. He plays winger. He wears number 8, and his favorite hype song is Finetto by Chief Keef. His favorite pregame meal or ritual are Skittles gummies, and I can't blame you, Colin. Those things are delicious. Favorite rink to play in is right here in Watertown. And when asked, who do you look up to most and why? He says, I've had many great coaches throughout the years. The most impactful have been Coach Van Brocklin, Coach DeLuca, Coach Nethers, and most importantly, Coach Ledoux. Colin says he hopes to have a career in law enforcement, either New York State Troopers, Watertown City PD, or the Border Patrol. He'd like to thank everyone for supporting him throughout the years, especially his parents, brother, aunts and uncles, and my girlfriend. His favorite hockey memory at JCC is being able to play 2 more years with Coach Ledoux and the boys. His advice for upcoming and remaining players, enjoy the game and work hard. Number 8, Colin Whitmore. Our next sophomore, number 9, Owen Van Brocklin, or 10. He's escorted on the ice by his mother, Samantha, his father, Joshua, brother, Brady, and girlfriend, Maddie. He's been playing for 15 years. He plays center and defense, wears number 10. Owen's favorite hype song is Blind by Korn. And what's his favorite pregame meal or ritual? It's taking a nap. Well, how do we know if it's before or after the game, Owen? His favorite rink to play in is the Watertown Municipal Arena. When asked who he looks up to and why, it's my dad and my grandfather, Josh and John Van Brocklin. They have always been there for me. I'm forever thankful for what they have done for me. His future plans are to transfer to SUNY Cortland to finish out his degree and hopefully become a physical education teacher. Colin would like to thank his coaches, family, friends, and girlfriend. Firstly, my coaches. I would like to thank Coach Ledoux, Coach Josh Van Brocklin, Coach John Van Brocklin. I would like to thank my mom and brother, Samantha and Brady, for everything. I would also like to thank my teammates for being there for me and to thank my girlfriend for everything she has done for me as well. His favorite hockey memory at JCC is hanging out with the teammates in hotel rooms on overnighters. His advice? Play with confidence and be the best player you can be. Number 10, Owen Van Brocklin. Next up, number 16, Tanner Esposito. Tanner's escorted on the ice by his mother, Memory, his father, Tim, and his brother, Cooper. He's been playing for 16 years here in Watertown, likes to play left wing and center. Favorite hype song is One by Metallica. Favorite pregame meal is chicken, and his favorite rink to play in is Watertown. When asked who he looks up to most, Tanner said, my dad. He's taught me so much throughout playing in youth, high school, and college hockey. He's always giving me new advice or new things to work on, and I appreciate you every day. His future plans are to go to lineman school. He'd like to thank his parents for everything they do for me, from taking me to almost every game in all my tournaments, supporting me no matter win or lose. Thanks to Coach Ledoux for everything he's done for me. I played for you since I was young, has taught me so many valuable lessons. His favorite memory at JCC is traveling to Maine to play for the weekend. And his advice is to keep working hard and never, ever give up. Number 16, Tanner Esposito. Next up, number 22, Bailey Dallin. Bailey's escorted on the ice by his father. Hey, that's me, the Dan-Dalin. His mother Karen's in the car driving back from hockey, so she can't be here. He's got his sister Olivia with her, brother Cameron, grandmother Larchie, and his girlfriend Olivia. Don't get them all confused, because they've been his #1 supporters since day one, and thanks them for all the sacrifices they have made to allow me to play hockey. I would also like to thank everyone for their support. Bailey's been playing hockey for 14 years. He says he started playing hockey in Pulaski with the Salmon River Storm Ice Hockey Association. I play left and right wing. I'm number 22. My favorite hype song is Take Me Out by Franz Ferdinand. My favorite pregame meal is a banana, so I have more energy to get to the puck. Favorite rink to play in is the Haldane Memorial Arena because I have the most memories in that arena. I look up to Coach Ledoux and my past and present teammates for believing in me and allowing me to be a part of this team. Bailey's future is to help coach hockey at JCC and to eventually help coach the next generation of ice hockey players. Thank you, JCC, for allowing Coach Ledoux to start a hockey team. My favorite memory at JCC is scoring my first college goal on a pass from Zach Blevins. And Bailey's advice for the remaining and future players is work hard and never give up. It's number 22, Bailey Dalin. All right, next up, we have number 23, Connor Lamb. Connor's escorted on the ice by his mother, Heather, and his grandfather, Richard. Colin's been playing hockey for 14 years and started off in TI, Thousand Islands. Connor plays forward, wears number 23, and his favorite hype song is 100 Shots by Young Dolph. His favorite pregame meal or ritual is to watch Recess with Ghost's energy drink. Okay. Favorite rink to play in is Thoreau. When asked who he looks up to and why, Connor said, I look up to my grandfather. He has been my motivation throughout my hockey career. Although I may have never reached my full potential, I had the best time. His future plans are to graduate and head on to a four-year school to finish his degree and then enlist and go for OCS. If that fails, he'll be back at JCC. Colin would like to thank the whole team and coaches for keeping his head in the game while having a blast and putting up with his shenanigans on and off the ice and in the car, I understand. Connor's favorite hockey memory at JCC is when he covered Colin Whitmore in snow just after he showered, starting our ongoing prank wars. His advice is to keep going. Don't quit. You will thank me later. Don't worry about goals or points, just play hockey. Unless you're Owen Bismarck, then points matter. Number 23, Connor Lamb. Our next sophomore is Darius Groot, number 32. Darius is escorted on the ice by his father, Thomas, and mom, Nicole. He's been playing for 11 years and started off in Binghamton, New York. He's played goalie. His favorite hype song is Trophies by Drake. And Darius's favorite pregame meal or ritual is one orange creamsicle and a Rain energy drink. Favorite rink to play in? The BCC ice rink. When asked who he looks up to and why, he says Robin Leonard. He got to meet him in Binghamton while he was on the Senators, and he led them to their first championship while also getting the MVP. His favorite player is Patrick Kane. He's relentless and the best American-born player. Future plans are hopefully playing hockey and lacrosse at another college, otherwise joining the workforce and starting life. His word of thanks is to Michael Ledoux for giving me the opportunity to be a part of something huge and letting me continue playing the sport I love. Favorite hockey memory at JCC is getting my first start against Cornell and playing to my ability against them. His advice for remaining and upcoming players: any day might be the last you'll ever get to put on the pads, so never give up no matter how tough it looks and keep pushing to do what you love. Number 32, Darius Gross. Our next sophomore we would like to introduce is the assistant captain, number 15, Nathan Van Wee. Nate is being escorted on the ice by his father, Nate, his mother, Deanna, his brother, Aiden, and sister, Madeline. Nate's been playing for 16 years and started off with the Rome Grizzlies. Nate is a defenseman, wears number 15, and his favorite hype song is Skrilla by Kodak Black. His favorite pregame meal is good old-fashioned peanut butter and jelly. His favorite rink to play in is the Kennedy Arena in Rome, New York. When asked who he looks up to and why, he says, I look up to my dad because of everything he has taught me as a player. All of the early mornings and late nights he has spent coaching me, and because no matter what, he will support me and keep pushing me to become better at anything I do. Future plans is to pursue a career in law enforcement. Nate would like to give a word of thanks to his parents for always pushing me and supporting me. Because of them, I am where I am today. I also want to thank Coach Ledoux and the JCC coaching staff for giving me this opportunity to continue to play hockey and for all they have taught me as a player. His favorite hockey memory at JCC is beating St. John Fisher early in the season this year because it proved what we were capable of this season and it proved that we could do something special with this group of guys. His advice for the remaining and upcoming players, not everything is going to go your way. Remember to keep your head up and keep working. The hockey season is a marathon. Focus on getting better each day. Number 15, Nathan Van Wee. The next sophomore we would like to honor is assistant captain number 19, Owen Bismar. Owen is escorted onto the ice by his father, Robert, mother, Shannon, and girlfriend, Lauren. Owen's been playing for 14 years and started off with the Thousand Island Pirates. He's played center and wing. He wears number 19, and his favorite hype song is When the Lights Go Out by Jason Aldean. Favorite pregame meal is chicken parmesan. Favorite rink to play in is Clayton's home rink. When asked who he looks up most to, he says, my dad, because he's the person who taught me to always work hard at everything you do because there's always going to be someone watching. His future plans are to start his own business. Owen would like to give a word of thanks to his parents for all the late nights bringing him to practice and games. His favorite hockey memory at JCC was the 7-6 victory against Paul Smith's College. Advice for the remaining and upcoming player is enjoy every moment, work hard, listen to your coaches, and never take a single practice or game for granted. The years go faster, they go by faster than you think. Number 19, Owen Bismarck. Next up is the captain, number 9, Cameron Hohenbar. Cameron is escorted on the ice by all of the hockey moms. Cameron's been playing hockey for 16 years. He started off in Wilmington, North Carolina. He's played every position except goalie. His favorite hype song is Repulsive in Its Splendid Beauty by Crowbar. Favorite pregame ritual is no ritual, so every game feels fresh. Favorite rink to play on is the Sorrow Rink in Clayton. When asked who you look up to most and why, he said, my younger brother Evan. He's always been there to give pep talks, advice, and has always kept my head up when I get down on my game. I am forever grateful. Future plans for Cameron is to continue my education at a 4-year school and become the best version of myself every day. Cameron would like to give a word of thanks to Coach Ledoux for always looking out for me. The supporting parents, Mr. Duffy, Coach Obi, Coach Gamble, Julie and Clara and Lonnie, and the assistant coaches who put their own lives aside to be a part of this team. And most of all, Mom, Dad, Ev, and the rest of my loving family. His favorite hockey memory at JCC is whatever we accomplish at Nationals. And his advice for remaining and upcoming players, it's okay to take a step back as long as you take 2 steps forward. Number 9, Captain Cameron Hohenbar. All right, now we're going to clean up this rug here. Get one, you want one picture of all of these sophomores? And then we're going to have warm-ups, so there's plenty of time for you to go back to the lobby, see Coach Obi, and buy some 50-50 raffle tickets. We almost had a $1,000 winner at our last home game. We just didn't sell enough tickets. So make sure you get yours now. The more you buy, the more you can win. Let's hear it for your Jefferson Community College sophomore.
Did you hear the Jaws?
All right, so that was our sophomore ceremony. It is actually pretty incredible how competitive this Jefferson Community College team continues to be when each player only has 2 years of playing experience as a team. Now coming out to the ice for warm-ups, it's the University at Albany Danes. And we'll be back when warm-ups are complete. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we're looking forward to an exciting game tonight here at the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. Ladies and gentlemen, girls and boys, hockey fans of all ages and all genders, welcome to the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. In today's game, we have the visiting team wearing the white sweaters. It's University at Albany Danes versus your home team in the black sweaters, the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. And here are your starting lineups, beginning with the visiting University at Albany. On defense, number 4, Colin Zudema. On defense, number 27, Ryan Meal. On offense, number 7, Jack Weiss. On offense, number 12, Trevor Vino. On offense, number 22, Robert Stubbs. And on the goal, number 35, Alex Doella. The University at Albany Danes are led by head coach Chris Carapoli. And now the starting lineup for your home team, JCC Cannoneers. Beginning on defense, number 9, Captain Cameron Weinbar. On defense, number 15, Nate Van Wee. On offense, number 7, Evan Sanford. On offense, that was close. Sorry, Sandman. On offense, number 19, Owen Bismarck. On offense, number 23, Connor Lamb. And as much as I like Evan, we're actually going to start number 8, Colin Whitmore. And in goal, between the pipes, protecting the net, number 35, Presley Patron. This time, I would like to ask everyone who is able to please rise and stand as one united country. Please remove your headgear, place your hand over your heart, and any active duty or veteran or retired servicemen and servicewomen may salute as desired as we listen to a Jefferson Community College student, Owumbum Che, sing our national anthem.
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ranks were so gently streaming, and the rockets the bombs bursting gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner wave o'er the land of the free in the heart of the brave? That was good.
Thank you, Owumbum Che. I would like to ask everyone if you could please remain standing for one moment. We recently lost one of our own, a local referee and hockey official that has spent many, many games and many hours officiating games here in Watertown for JCC and for other clubs in the area. If you could please join me in a moment of silence for Hunter Foley. Thank you. And now, the opening ceremonies have been completed. The lineups have been introduced. I'm ready. And if you're ready, let's play some hockey.
Short. By the way, you've shortened that hockey. I know.
Gotten older.
Oh,
I love you too. All right. Here we go, hockey fans. So it's a very sad moment. Hunter Foley has officiated games here, as I said, for JCC, for the local Watertown Wolves. Lost his life in a tragic accident while working, or just recently over the last 2 weeks. So anyway, here we go. Our centers have lined up, and we're off. Faceoff goes back to the Albany end, played up by Ryan Meal. Meal has it back again. D to D pass over to Colin Zudema. Zudema gets us into the neutral zone, barely breaks into the offensive end, and before it gets turned back by JCC. Van Wee pops that back in. He's got to stop short, though. Half the team was in that zone. That would have been an offsides. Meal trying to get that out. Just able to get that puck up to Robert Stubbs. Stubbs into the neutral zone. Connor Lamb trying to push that puck back in, runs into the official. Stubbs brings this back into the offensive end for them, now back into the neutral zone. Connor Lamb picks it up. Lamb squeezes away around Jack Weiss. Zudema takes that puck away. Lamb picks it up, and it gets deflected back over to the half boards, fired by Whitmore. It's a nice save made by Doella as that puck goes into the corner. Take it away again. Tyler Soe passes it back, and it's a goal! Let's take a look at that instant replay.
In shot, oh, it gets deflected, goes high. Ezra Stallberg blocks it down and passes over.
I don't know where that video came from. That was my son's high school game. Sorry about that. Jefferson Community College goal scored by number 19, Owen Bismarck. Assisted by number 13, Tyler Sovey. 19 from 13, Bismarck from Sovey. Time of the Cannoneers goal, 0:57 of the first period. Oh, and there's goal number 2 as my camera fell. Jefferson Community College goal scored by number 88, Drew Blevins. Assisted by number 13, Tyler Sovey. 88 from 13, Blevins from Sovey. Time of the JCC Cannoneers goal, 1:26 of the first period. Out for that puck back in the trapezoid. JCC sends this out along the half boards, gets popped out high, gloved down by Mason Savage in the into the offensive zone. This puck is sent out of the Albany zone, pushed ahead, just nudged forward by Novak Jarvis before he's hit off of that puck. JCC coming back with it again. Little short pass to Van Wee. Van Wee up to Bismarck. Bismarck puts it into the offensive end. Turns over to Albany, pulling that back deeper into his zone. Trevor Vino passes it across, D to D to Ryan Meal. Meal carries this up into the neutral zone, passes it ahead to Jake Weiss. Weiss has that puck taken away by Presley Patron. That's one goaltender that will not stay in the net if he doesn't have to. That shot goes high off the glass, comes up on the far side, pinned up against the boards. Barrett passes this up off of Whitmore. That goes back in behind the University of Albany goal. Now falling down is Zudema. Able to get that puck up, held in at the center point by Weinbar. Puts that into the slot, gets turned back. Cameron has it. Weinbar puts it in. It's a goal! Cameron Weinbar! Jefferson Community College goal scored by number 9, Cameron Weinbar, unassisted. Time of the goal, 3:46 of the first period. Timeout, University at Albany. This gives you more time to buy more 50/50 raffle tickets. So, quick talk, refresher from the coach over at University at Albany. No, these guys keep their head in the game. University of Albany is in the Division II of the AAU. They are 3-5-0 in division play. JCC is in first place of D3. They are 16-5-1. Albany wins this face-off. Millington brings this into the offensive end, tries taking that shot. It gets blocked right in front by Bismarck. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Jeeves with it, and there's a shot save made. And Alex Doyle is going to hold on to that puck. Face off to the right side of Duella. Gets sent into the corner. Leaks its way up to the point position, and Albany able to get that out. Quinn McDonald taking that in. McDonald not able to get that shot hard on net. Sends this back behind the goal. Goes into the corner. Sent around to the far side. Quinn McDonald there to pick it up. Sends this back in by the trapezoid. Puck grab back behind the goal by JCC. They try to pass this out, and it comes out into the neutral zone. JCC breaking ahead. Blevins in the middle. There's a shot and a save made. Rebound goes over to the corner. Now put back out in front. Battle for that puck on the side. It's in the crease out in front. And that gets swept away. Picked up by University of Albany's Colin McNulty. McNulty through the neutral zone. Sends that ahead into the corner where he plans on going to work back in the trapezoid. Puck goes around, comes back again. Just behind the goal by Sovi on the far side. JCC rips that up, and that is not going to have enough for the icing. Zudema plays that around. Short pass up is missed. Goes up to the point. Rifle back in. Van Wee using Colin McNulty as a stick to push that puck back into the zone. McNulty able to get it out. Goes to Cameron Weinbar. Weinbar sends this across. Missed pass. Poor communication. Aiden Oliviero takes it up. Goes into the corner. It looks like there's a sit-in going down in the corner. Puck passed up. Back by JCC. They're coming back out. Puck gets dumped in by Owen Bismarck. And that's going to get covered up by Doela for another faceoff. 14-19 remaining here in the opening period. That's funny. It looks like it says 4:49. It is 14:49, though, I can assure you. Face off to the left side of Doela. We're waiting on. We needed a fifth Dane to get on the ice, and there he is in the form of Alex Peterson. Trevor, yeah, toss. What is going on? Another last second change. It's like Peterson's coming off the ice. Faceoff pushed up, held in at the blue line, pushed ahead. Sanford grabbing it, shot, and that goes back behind the net on the far side. Grabbed by Carson Barrett. Barrett fires this back in, goes through the trapezoid into the corner. At the hash mark. No, back up at the point. Sanford fires this in, goes behind the goal. Out in front, there's a shot, and that gets lifted up high. Off the glass, drops down. Paul Arapas passes this up to the point. Now it comes across for Stubbs. Stubbs, centering pass, gets blocked and rejected. And that is offsides. Colin Zudema thought he got there in time, but both officials, or two of the officials, an official and a linesman decided he was wrong. Offsides is the call. Face off won by JCC. Passed ahead to Connor Lamb. Lamb over the center line. Dumps that puck in on the side of the trapezoid. Dished away by Doela. Being played out by Peterson. Peterson passes this puck up to Rue. Brant Rue puts this just to the side of the net. Sent around back behind. Lamb getting pressured by Quinn McDonald. Quinn sends this in a deep, picked up by JCC. From the trapezoid, passed up off the boards, not able to get it out, ripped back in by Kyle Millington. Now Owen Van Brocklin carries this puck up. Van Brocklin into the neutral zone, crosses over that center line. He dumps that puck in. Dane's trying to play this puck out, trying to tiptoe it out. Finally comes out, but goes right to Connor Lamb. Lamb passes over to Daniel Keegan. Keegan to Whitmore. Whitmore in the middle loses that puck. Picked up by Peterson. Can Peterson make something happen? There's a shot and a kick save by Doela. I mean, not by Doela. By Patron, I mean. Centering pass knocked aside by JCC. Up at the point, shot fired, blocked out in front. On the far side, there's a big hit applied by Mason Jeeves. This puck comes over to the near corner. In front, stepping up from the point. Little soft shot taken by Adam Brown. Rebound cleared out. Whitmore grabs this in the neutral zone, dumps this in, and he's going to go for a change. He's been out there for a little while now. Adam Brown picks this up with time. Mason Savage comes over. Puck gets passed to Colin Zudema. Zudema loses this puck as Ebersol takes it away. Ebersol gets wrapped up. Coming over, Owen Bismarck. Bismarck shot and a save made by Alex Doela for real this time. Let's see if my replay's working.
In shot. Oh,
now.
it gets deflected, goes high.
My apologies. I thought I had that in working order for this game. Oh, no instant replay. Oh, you know what? My scoreboard camera is off. That's what is happening there. I will tend to that while we try to keep our eye on the puck. we go. That's better. Whitmore moving in. The puck comes up. Savage with the shot. Save made. Rebound sent around behind the goal. Savage picks it up again. Savage into the trapezoid. I thought he was going to drop that off, but he did not. Had me fooled. There's a shot. Gets blocked. Picked up by Paul Arapis. Sends this behind the goal. Jake Weiss tries to get it and is able to get that out and into through the neutral zone. Cameron Weinbar back to pick it up for JCC. He passes up to Nate Van Wee. Van Wee for JCC over the blue line. He's got Busy in the middle. Takes us into the corner. Loses a player. Loses the puck. They double team him. Savage comes in, picks us up, centering pass, and that gets deflected off of Jake Weiss's stick. Comes up to the center point. Whitmore, shot fired. Save made by Doella. This loose puck picked up by Kyle Millington. Millington passes it up to Jake Weiss. Weiss hits the center line. He dumps his puck in. Bounces off the backboard. Picked up by Carson Barrett. Barrett tries sending it back through the trapezoid. Not able to. Millington giving him a hard time. Barrett recovers off the glass into the neutral zone. Played right to Adam Brown. Brown over to Peterson. Back to Brown again. Line change completed for Albany. Peterson passes it up to a new forward, number 19, Novak Jaris. Now, the new forward for this shift. He's already been on the ice this evening. More than halfway through this first period, 3-0. JCC with the lead. Brant Rue tried dumping that in. It got blocked, though. And that's an offsides. Blevins taking the face-off against Novak Jaris. Blevins wins the draw, comes back, and Sanford dumps this puck in the corner. Going after it is Mason Jeeves. Battle for that, and that puck showed up underneath Alex Doella. Puts his glove on it for the save and for the face-off in the zone. Well, we have a player down. It is Colin Zudema. He's on his knees. It looks like he's okay. He went into the boards a little hard, being escorted. The medical staff being escorted onto the ice by the official. And Colin's just going to skate right by her. He's okay. Here's a face-off. Jaris squaring up for Albany. Faceoff comes to the middle, stepping up to cut that puck off is Aiden Oliverio. Excuse me. JCC dumps that puck in deep, picked up behind the net by Peterson, sends this up to the half boards for. I can't read his number. Jeeves with it, sends this back out to the point. Barrett with it. Barrett comes over, fires that, goes off the backboard. Picked up behind the goal by Alex Peterson. Peterson sends this out into the neutral zone. Sanford rips it really hard, but it goes nowhere. Loose puck gloved ahead by Colin McNulty. McNulty has his pocket picked. JCC sends this through the air back into the neutral zone, retreating back to try to pick it up. Ryan Meal knocked away, poked ahead by Sovey. Sovey in, shot. What a diving save by Alex Doella. Puck sent ahead. Oh, sneaks its way behind. Jack Weiss going to play it. Loses it as he got outskated to that puck. Van Wee turns it over, but picks that puck up, sends it back into the corner and up along the boards. Try to have Whitmore help get it out. He couldn't get there in time as Peterson dumped it back in. Back to Peterson again. Peterson sends this ahead. Van Wee tries clearing it. Peterson grabs it, pulls this into the slot, taken out by Whitmore. Takes out Esposito as well. That shot comes across by Stubbs. And Whitmore able to fire that ahead to Connor Lamb. Lamb shot and a save. It comes out. Weinbar not able to catch this at the center line. Picked it back behind the net. Colin Zudema skates this up, passes it off, comes back to him. The old give and go. Gets hit at the center line, turns, fires this in. But Daniel Keegan able to grab that puck. Oh, Keegan swings and misses. Millington comes back. Not able to do any damage with that. Puck comes all the way around, collected by Ryan Meal. Meal feeds this ahead. Brant Roon with it. Moves this over to McDonald. Takes that shot loose. Puck cleared back. That's fired from the point. Tip goes wide left. Daniel Keegan over to get it. Sends that off the boards up for Owen Ebersol. Ebersol coming in. Centering pass. Gets picked off. Puck cleared back out into the neutral zone. Millington tried to get it. Weinbar, a little toe drag to keep that puck away from Millington. Fires it towards the goal and scooped up by Doela for another face-off. Face off to the left side of Duela. Comes back. Quick shot. Blocked in front. Backhand. I don't know if that went off him or not. Jeeves grabs this. Mason sends this back to Sanford. Sanford back over to Jeeves. Jeeves skates this up to the point position. Flings this all the way to the far corner. Wants to see Blevins get to work. Blevins can't reach that puck. Knocked over to the side. And Albany able to clear it out into the neutral zone. Immediately picked up by Sovey. Fires it on net. Save made by Alex Doela. There's a nice back check by Sanford. Puck sent into the trapezoid. Carson Barrett coming up with this puck. Barrett racing his way into the neutral and send that puck just a little too far ahead. Peterson turns it back, picked up by McNulty. McNulty can't get that in. It is eventually fired in by Novak Jaris. Puck played in back behind the goal by Patron. Presley loves coming out. Blevins moves this puck up for, is that Jeeves? It is Jeeves. Now he goes off for his line change. Here's Jake Weiss with this puck, trying to make his way into the slot and loses it in traffic. Connor Lamb coming out with this puck. Lamb makes his way around Zudema. Lamb in the circle and fights, battling back for that puck, trying to get to them, a shooting or a passing position. Albany trying to gain possession, able to saucer that puck out through the neutral zone. Nate Van Wee drifting back, keeping this puck away from Robert Stubbs. Van Wee into the neutral zone, gives this back to Lamb. Lamb, he's looking for it back, gives it to Wee, goes off of Wee, and right to Doela. Not able to put that big pressure that he was wanting to do. Loose puck sent up off the boards. Robert Stubb picks this up. Stubb shot, save made. Presley Patron. Puck comes back into the slot, backhanded up by Owen Van Brocklin. able to clear that out off the boards in a neutral zone. Passed back to Jake Weiss. Weiss feeds this all the way across the ice for Trevor Vino. Vino dumps this puck in, and that's going to get played by Pate Presley. Mason Savage passes this puck across to Ebersol. Owen into the corner with the puck. In the middle, puck gets deflected away, picked up by Ryan Meal. Meal curls around at the blue line. I think he was losing the puck and ended up turning it over in his zone. That's not really what was intended. This puck comes all the way back. We've got a delayed penalty call against the University at Albany. Extra attacker on as Patron is in on the bench. Sovey takes this into the corner, back through the trapezoid. Fires that shot, gets deflected away. Albany not in possession. This puck comes out. Barrett picks it up in the neutral zone. Barrett stops, has Millington all over him. Barrett with the clapper glove save by Dowela. We're going to have our first penalty of the game. And as soon as they find the Dane responsible, they'll sit the 2 minutes for a slashing penalty. And the guilty party is going to be Adam Brown. University at Albany penalty number 21, Adam Brown. 2-minute minor for slashing. Number 21, 2 minutes slash. Time of the minor penalty, 13:50 of the first period. Here's a shot and a save. And it's a JCC power play. Ebersol passes up for Sovey. Sovey loses the puck. That gets dumped back in by Aiden Oliverio. I put too many eyes in there. Sorry. Moving towards the net. Centering pass. Nobody there. Pulled in too deep. Ebersol into the corner. Working against Captain Jake Weiss. Back out to the point for Blevins. Blevins shot. Save made. Or goes into the corner anyway. Wraparound attempted. Puck goes off the side of net, out in front, and Dowela has it covered. Let's go back and look at that. Trying to pick it up, Ryan Meal knocked away, poked ahead by Sovey. Sovey diving forward glove save. What a diving save by Alex Dowela. To go. I was able to fix my instant replay on the fly here. I wanted to show it off. Face-off won by JCC. Barrett. D-to-D pass comes right back. Carson shot and blocked in front. Comes over to the side. Weinbar skates this out into the middle on the far side. Top of the circle. Sends this into the trapezoid and chases after it. Weinbar camped out back there. Shot by Blevins. And we've got ourselves another penalty. So Drew Blevins going to the box for an interference call. Jefferson Community College penalty number 88, Drew Blevins, 2-minute minor for interference. Number 88, 2 minutes, interference. Time of the minor penalty, 15:21. Weinbar lost that puck. He tried to send it ahead for Bismarck, but it went off a busy skate. Shot across, off the glass, comes all the way back. Quinn McDonald hustling after. It's got Mason Savage with him. Passes over to Meal. Ryan tries dropping it back and does give it to Quinn. Quinn runs into Savage, able to move that puck ahead for Trevor Vino. Vino picks it up again. Quinn McDonald, excuse me. Back to Meal. Meal over to Quinn. Quinn crosses behind Vino. Quinn going in. There's a shot, backhand, and a goal. Trevor Vino with the goal. It's a power play goal. University at Albany power play goal scored by number 12, Trevor Vino. Assisted by number 24, Quinn McDonald. 12 from 24. Time of the power play goal, 16:14 of the first period. Less than 30 seconds of play remaining in the first period. Less than 30 seconds remaining. Fakes off in the neutral zone. Drew Blevin sends this against the boards. Comes out. Van Wee not able to keep it. Stubbs sent this ahead. Now it's turned over again. Kyle Millington passes this over to Peterson. Alex sends this up into the neutral zone. Gets stopped by Van Wee. He turns it over to Blevins. Blevins pushes it ahead off the half wall. Tries centering it. Mason Jeeves not able to get there in time. 5 seconds to go. 2 seconds, and we're not going to get a shot on goal. That's going to do it. And that concludes another exciting period of ice hockey here at the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. At the end of one period of play, it's JCC 3, University at Albany 1, and you have 12 minutes to buy as many 50-50 raffle tickets as possible. The drawing will be held at the end of the second period. Make sure you buy your tickets now. Remember, the more the person next to you buys, the more that you can win. So be a leader, set the example, and buy a lot of 50-50 raffle tickets. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we'll be back with fresh ice soon. So thank you all for watching here on the AAU Plus Network. Appreciate you tuning in, taking the time out of your evening to watch an exciting game here from Watertown. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, and we're going to take a break here at intermission. You'll get to see the sponsors, the names of the businesses that sponsor me every year to enable me to have the equipment that I have so I can live stream these games for you. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Feel free to check me out on YouTube because you're cool. And I would like to be like you. We'll be back in about 11 minutes with fresh ice and more ice hockey here from Watertown, New York. All right, welcome back to period number 2. If you don't have 50/50 raffle tickets falling out of your pockets and you haven't purchased enough, make sure you get yours now. The drawing will be held at the end of this period. Now let's play more hockey! All right, JCC is the home team in black going from left to right. The University at Albany, the visitors in white going from right to left. Puck immediately in the Albany zone. Puck grabbed by Alex Peterson. Trying to get played out by Trevor Vino, held in by Weinbar momentarily. Now it comes back out. Weinbar drifts back, passes this puck over D to D, and that gets dumped in for no icing. I thought it was going to be an icing. Ryan Meal plays this around to the hash marks. Trevor Vino trying to get it out. Puck comes back for Peterson. Peterson shuffles it ahead, backhanded by Stubbs up to Jack Weiss. Weiss loses that puck as he gets squeezed on by the defense of JCC. Trevor Vino taking that puck into the corner. Now passes it back to Weiss. Weiss into the middle. And that puck gets bobbled away, grabbed by Weinbars. He passes that puck up ahead to Mason Savage. Savage flicks this into the corner, centering pass, and Weinbar not able to get it. Puck comes off the boards for Jake Weiss. Weiss skates this through the neutral zone, brings this into the circle, bottom of the circle, all the way around, looking for somebody to pass to, an outlet, anyone at all. Kyle Millington picks it up, fires this Zudema shot and a save. Rebound goes over to the circle, passed up to the point, sent back in, top of the slot, picked up there by Owen Bismarck. Passes this ahead to Ebersol. Owen Ebersol back to Busy. Busy goes down. And that puck is turned over. Here comes Albany back the other way. Pass up to Millington over the blue line into the slot. And that's turned back. And this is played high off the glass by JCC. Ebersol trying to get to it. It goes on net. And Doela is going to have to cover it up for the faceoff, because of the forechecking and the pressure applied by these Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. Cannons are heavy to move, but they fire hard and far. Drew Blevins in for the faceoff. Puck comes back for Carson Barrett. Barrett to the top center point, puts this into the corner for Mason Jeeves. Jeeves skates this up to the hash mark. Now feeds this out to the point. Shot fired. A save made by Doela in the corner. Back out to Savage. He puts this into the. We got deflected into the corner. Now picked up back there by Drew Blevins. Sends this behind the net for Sovey. Tyler Sovey with this on the side, and that is held on to by Alex Doela. Look how vertical those stripes are. Makes it so easy to find them on the ice, doesn't it? Blevins in for the faceoff against Jake Weiss. Weiss pulls this puck back, sent into the corner by Albany. Picked up, Jake back with it now in the trapezoid. Jake looks either way, now sends this up in the air, and it gets knocked out of the air by Jaras through the neutral zone. Nate Van Weed trying to play it up. Blevins sends this in through the neutral zone. Grabbed by Ryan Meal, sends this across D to D. Turned over. Sovey going in. Sovey shot and a save. Alex Doela. Let's look at that. Blevins sends this in through the neutral zone. Grabbed by Ryan Meal, sends this across D to D. Turned over. Sovey going in. Sovey and gets that shot and goes right into the belly button of Alex Doela. Face off to the left side of Doela. Bismarck taking the draw. Comes back. Shot fired by Ebersol. Goes wide left. And Nate Van Wee can't hold that in. It sneaks by him. Colin McNulty picking it up. McNulty going in with the shot. And goes wide all the way around at the hash mark. Pulled out by McNulty. He passes across to the far side, put Jarvis to work. Jarvis drops this into the corner, and now going over to pick that puck up is Owen Van Brocklet. Sends this ahead along the boards, taken over by Alex Peterson. Peterson in his own zone, backhands this out into the neutral zone. Collected by Bismarck. Bismarck over to Van Wee. Van Wee flicks this ahead to Savage. Savage dumps this in. Ebersol going after it. Ebersol backhand shot off the side of the net. And that's going to get guarded until Duela covers it up. Aiden Oliverio was there, and Duela was waiting to see if Oliverio was going to play it. And Oliverio just moved it closer to Duela for him to cover up with his glove. Albany from the circle, able to get that out into the neutral zone. Trevor Vino brings this into the slot, knocked away. Gets a shot on net, though. Save made by Presley Patron. Face-off won by Albany. Vino in the corner, battling for that puck, trying to pass it back out to the point. Scooping it away is Quinn McDonald. Sends this to the far side. Carson Barrett gets to it first, backhands this down, and that's going to be an icing. I think it's Blevins that tried to get there in time. So no lack of effort, just wasn't enough. Not enough effort in a can. There's only so much effort you could fit into an effort can. 15:49 to go in the second period. 3-1 JCC with the lead. Jake Weiss sliding in to take the faceoff against Drew Blevins. Blevins pulls this back towards the corner. And this gets sent down. And we're going to get to do it again. That's an icing. We'll bring this faceoff back down by Presley Patron. Faceoff goes over to the boards. Played right where the half boards meet the corner. Now it comes out into the circle. Tyler Sovey rips this back behind the goal, held in by Paul Arapas. Now picked up by, is that Whitmore sent all the way down? Oh, we're going to ice it again. That was a missed pass. Let's see. The netting blocks us from being able to focus on the bench. I'm sure there's some frustration from the coaches. You hate icings that are a result of a missed pass or a missed communication. Work on that in practice, making sure that you've got those things under control. Here's Wyson. He wins this draw, pulls it back to Oliverio. Oliverio sends this into the corner. Millington not able to catch it. Played up by Whitmore. Sent back in by Oliverio. Goes all the way through. Barrett sends this up to the half board. Sovey with the check. Brent Rue. Couldn't get that to somebody. Jeeves sends this up for Sovey. Sovey brings this over the line. He was trying to stay in control of it. Out of control, gets this, puts it on net. Save made. Blevins trying to scoop up the rebound. Chases after that puck into the corner. Weiss tried putting this out, and this got deflected. That went off a weird set of feet and sticks to come all the way down for Patron to play. Here comes Carson Barrett, serpentining his way down the ice. Stops short, top of the circle, gets checked, and Millington grabs this puck, takes it over to the boards, and he gets checked. And that one was not a legal check, apparently. We'll see if the PK team, or the PK is able to be a little more successful this time for JCC. Jefferson Community College penalty, number 6, Carson Barrett, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 6, 2 minutes, cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 5:34 of the second period. Weiss from his trapezoid. He's being chased by, who's that? Bismarck with the speed. Puck gets sent in. Patron rips this all the way around. It's going to get picked up by Jarvis at the point. Sends this over to the D field. It gets crisscrossed through the slot into the corner. Weinbar has it, passes it to the other corner, and this is not cleared, held in by Aiden Oliverio. Oliverio with it at the point again, sends it up to the half boards for Jake Weiss. Weiss back to Oliverio. Oliverio behind the back pass to Weiss. Weiss at the hash mark. Going into the corner, sends this back out to Oliverio. Oliverio center point, back over to Weiss. Weiss with the shot, and that gets deflected in the traffic, comes out on the left side. And Jarvis sends it back into the trapezoid to let his teammates get back to work. In deep, Trevor Vino. Vino over to Oliverio. Oliverio over to Jarvis. Jarvis in the corner decides to come back up along the half boards. Back to Oliverio. He sends this across the ice to Weiss. Weiss moves it ahead to McDonald. McDonald tried drop passing that off to Vino. Vino got taken out. Bismarck coming down with this puck. Stopped at the blue line, though, by Jake Weiss. Here's Quinn McDonald back over the blue line into the O-zone, and that's just going to coast its way over to Presley Patron. He's going to hold on to that for the save. Evan Sanford playing with a new mini stick that he found. Return that broken twig over to the bench that it belongs. Colin McNulty taking the face-off. We got 7 seconds remaining in the player advantage for University at Albany. Face-off won by JCC. Nate Van Wee misses that puck, picked up by Millington. And the teams return to even strength. Barrett out of the box, comes in, shot, and a goal! Carson Barrett buries one in the back of the net. Let's see if I was able to catch that replay. Teams return to even strength. Barrett out of the box, comes in, shot, and backhand in the top corner for the goal. Outstanding play by Carson Barrett. Jefferson Community College goal scored by number 6, Carson Barrett. Assisted by number 13, Tyler Sovey. 6 from 13. Barrett from Sovey. Time of the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers goal, 7:42 of the second period. JCC now leads 4-1. This game's physicality just got turned up a notch. There's a shot save made by Patron. Lamb tried sending it somewhere, I don't know, went up to the point, but now it's back at Connor Lamb's feet. He's guarding it, pushes this ahead. Alex Peterson sees an opportunity. There's a big collision between Peterson, Connor Lamb, and Colin McNulty coming away on the far side with this puck, though. Is JCC. Nate Van Wee pushes that ahead and a little stick check. Loses that puck now. It comes back in. Now it comes back out. Here's Colin Whitmore trying to drive that puck in deep enough to get to work. Comes back for Lamb. Lamb toe drag through the legs. Shot and a save made by Doela. And we're starting to chirp and yell. And we've got a slashing penalty against Albany. I'm trying to get the correct quattro of people out there. Quad of Danes. Pack of Danes. University at Albany penalty number 27, Ryan Meal. 2-minute minor for slashing. Number 27, 2 minutes slash. Time of the minor penalty, 8:57 of the second period. It's a JCC power play. Face-off controlled by Albany. They send this all the way down. Patron is going to play this over to the side for Mason Savage to take into the trapezoid. He leaves it there for Weinbar, I think. Nope, Bismarck, excuse me. Bismarck loses it, comes back. Pass over to Busy as he's picking up speed on the far side. Brings this into the offensive end, leaning. Oh, and that puck waffled on him at the last moment. Loses control of the puck. It went onto its edge and started bouncing. He couldn't lift it, couldn't really get a shot off. And Alex Doela appreciates physics. Makes that save. Bismarck in for the face-off against Jake Weiss. Busy pulls this back for Barrett. Barrett over to Savage. Shot misses wide right. Picked up by Weinbar. Weinbar over to Barrett. Barrett back to Weinbar. Weinbar into the circle, puts this in. And there's a battle for it in the crease. Top of the crease, picked up off by the stick of Trevor Vino. Vino shoved into the boards as he clears this puck. Mason Savage cycles this in the neutral zone. Brings this into the O zone, bottom of the circle. Now he's going to go through the trapezoid. He had Blevins cutting into the slot, sends this back to Barrett. Barrett winds up, shot tipped in front. And Doela holds on to that one for the save. Face off to the left side of Doela. Pushed to the boards by Albany. Controlled by JCC, though. Bismarck gives this to Weinbar. Weinbar fakes it. Passes over to Sovey. Sovey takes this back. Top of the center point. Feeds this into Weinbar down low. Weinbar shot in the middle. Oh, save made. Cleared over to the side. Nate Van Wee's got to hustle. And he's not going to get to it in time. Cycles us back all the way into his zone. Passes it over to Owen Ebersol. Ebersol's racing down. He's got Janis on his tail. Stops at the top of the circle. Shakes off another defender shot. Oh, blocked by Peterson. Recovers, sends that puck into the corner for Weinbar. Weinbar with it over to Jeeves. Jeeves back. Bismarck, excuse me. Shot and a save made by Doela. Puck in the trapezoid. Sent into the corner by Brant Rue. JCC catches it at the hash mark. Mason Jeeves shot, save made. Rebound picked up by Ryan Meal. Meal gets us out into the neutral zone, and the teams have returned to even strength. That's maybe like a minute ago. That was almost a hand pass. Nice open ice check there. Gets Stubbs off of that puck, and the puck trickles its way into the neutral zone. Ebersol misses that hit. Probably a good thing because it would have been interference, potentially. Nate Van Wee with this puck behind his net. Fires it up. Caught by Oliverio in the neutral zone. Puck comes back out. Echoes off the stick of Vino into the corner. Sovey not able to get that puck. Oh, that's caught. Oh, no. Turned over, and that gets sent down the part way down the ice by Robert Stubbs, collected by JCC. Cross ice pass to Evan Sanford. Sanford trying to play that puck, and Vino tripped over his stick as he was moving the puck, so that's why there's no tripping on that one. Robert Stubbs gets this puck out, passes it to Vino. Vino sends this ahead to the far corner, or to the trapezoid. JCC trying to get that out. Connor Lamb able to. Sends this across the neutral zone. Paul Arapa sends it back, not before he receives a big check. Here's Trevor Vino over the blue line. Dumps this puck in. And that's going to get played by Presley back behind the net. He doesn't like things passing by. Little board pass, not able to connect Colin McNulty ripped to the ground by a hook or a hold. And ref Mike calls a hook. See how the penalty kill works this time. Hopefully they're successful again for JCC. Jefferson Community College penalty, number 7, Evan Sanford, 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 7, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the minor penalty, 12:53 of the second period. So Albany trying to break in together. Jarvis not able to. Puck comes back to Oliverio. Oliverio trying to set it up from his zone. Little fake move, gets it around Bismarck. Oliverio over the blue line, sends this over to his right side for McDonald. Quinn sends this into the corner. Trevor Vino battling for it. Vino waiting for his team to spread out a little bit. Gives this to Jake Weiss, who passes it back up to Oliverio. Back to Weiss. Weiss from the point. Had nowhere to pass to. And Bismarck knocks it out, trying to get off with it. We got a delayed penalty against Albany. We're going to have 4-on-4 hockey again. And it's a hook on Albany's number 7. University at Albany penalty, number 7, Jake Weiss, 2-minute minor for hooking. Number 7, 2 minutes, hook. Time of the minor penalty, 13:49 of the second period. The teams are at even strength, 4-on-4 for another minute-ish. That's why that was an icing. Apparently Jake forgot that they were even. Shot fired by Weinbar. Tipped, goes over the goal. Picked up on the near side by Robert Stubbs. Stubbs skates this through the neutral zone into the O zone. Sends that ahead to the corner. Chases after it behind the net. Picked up by JCC. There's Cameron Weinbar. Passes this up to Drew Blevins. Blevins over the center line into the O zone. Has that puck ticked away. Reconnects with it at the hash mark. Forced back behind the goal. Blevins has to drop that off for Jeeves. Mason drops it back to Drew. Drew Blevins up at the hash mark. Oh, over in the middle. And that got knocked away. I didn't actually see. I don't know if Brant Rue got a piece of that to send it to the corner or not. There's a loose puck. Rue's going to take it back into his trapezoid. 10 seconds remaining before JCC goes on the power play. There goes Evan Sanford onto the ice. And JCC on the power play now. Pass over, and the Sandman misses the backdoor tip-in. Oh, that's stolen. Shot and a save. Mason Savage. Quick shot and a quicker glove from Alex Doela. 42 seconds of a power play for JCC. Face off to the left side of Doela. Quinn McDonald squaring up for University at Albany. Face off won by JCC. Mason Savage sends this into the corner, goes all the way, rides the rail, hits the door for the Zamboni, and drops down in front of Nate Van Wee. Now it goes back in deep for Mason Savage. Savage passes this over to the hash marks, back out for Weinbar. Weinbar puts it back to Bismarck. Back to Weinbar. Weinbar's shot blocked by the back leg of Quinn McDonald. Weinbar able to catch it at the center point. He switches with Savage. Mason Savage runs into Bismarck. Now Weinbar to Savage. Savage gets manhandled and loses that puck. Comes into the neutral zone. Quinn McDonald off to the races, but Weinbar's not going to let him get there. Passes his puck up to Savage. Savage guarding that puck. Sends it up off the glass for Busy. Busy coming in. Toe drag blocked by Alex Peterson. Peterson moving this puck into the neutral zone. Just a little too far ahead, and that's turned back by Owen Bismarck. Ends up going off the bank on net, save made, Alex Duela. 3-5-0 remaining in the second period. Jefferson Community College with a 4-1 lead. They at the end of the first period, JCC was out shooting Albany 14-7. Right now it's 26-13, so that's still a 2-to-1 ratio. 2 shots from JCC for every one of Albany. That one gets blocked. Barrett able to pick it up in the neutral zone. His team comes out. He goes into the zone, absorbs that check, gives that puck to Blevins. He centers that in the air. Mason Jeeves not able to get to it as his stick was intertwined with Jake Weiss, I do believe. Now here comes Adam Brown with the puck. Passes it up into the neutral zone. Mason Jeeves turns it back. It goes right back to Brown. Brown gives it to Weiss. Jake into the offensive end, trying to squeeze his way by. He has to go into the trapezoid. Has nobody to pass to. Goes back the other way, looking for somebody. He gets all wrapped up with Owen Van Brocklin. Puck comes free near side. Owen Ebersol able to get it up. Taken back by Robert Stubbs. There's a shot and a save made. Puck drops down, forced to the signboard by Ebersol. He sends this up. That's gloved. Now grabbed by Mason Jeeves. Jeeves has got Blevins in the middle. There's a shot and a save made by Alex Duela. It is the goalie's responsibility to take care of the puck carrier for the shot, and the defenseman is to block the passing angle unless they decide something different, which would be silly. That's why Duela was able to make that save. Here's Sovey taking the face-off against Quinn McDonald. McDonald pulls his puck back, played into the corner by Oliverio. Now back into the trapezoid. Sovey going after it, but Quinn McDonald gets to it first, sends this around. Here's Brant Rule. Rule through the neutral zone into the offensive end, forces his way into the corner with that puck. Now the trapezoid centering pass, loose puck out in front, and this gets pushed out of the zone. Recovered by the Danes. Quinn McDonald passes this over, goes into the corner. Peterson missed it. I don't know why he used his skate instead of his stick, but puck makes its way back to Quinn McDonald. Here comes the big QM. Drop pass for Kyle Millington. He sends this over. There's a shot by Brant Roon. Deflected away, and Bismarck able to pull this out. Bismarck trying to force his way into the O-zone and does. Passes over to Sovey. Shot, save made. Duela back to Bismarck in the trapezoid. Duela has to recollect himself and get himself back into the crease, and he does, while Kyle Millington skates this down, dumps that puck, and we're going to have an offensive line change for the Albany Danes. Carson Barrett cycles this back into the trapezoid, gives this over to Weinbar at the hash mark. Weinbar crisscrosses all the way over for Sovey. Sovey spins around to get that puck, and his transition loses that puck to Adam Brown. Brown gives it to Ryan Meal. Meals tries sending it up and out. It gets rejected, turned back in. Deep in the zone, Mason Savage back behind the net. Puck in the slot, picked up by Jake Weiss, and here come the Danes. Weiss passes across to Novak Jaris. Jaris in deep, drops it back in the circle for Colin McNulty. McNulty got himself all wrapped up in himself. Couldn't get a shot off. Here comes Drew Blevins. Blevins making his way over. Backhand shot. Save. Duela. Rebound. Cleared by Ryan Meal. Fired from the point by Weinbar into the glove of Alex Duela for the face-off. We are in our last minute of the second period. Less than 1 minute of play remaining in the second period. Last minute of play. This puck comes into the neutral zone. Owen Van Brocklin Fires it back in, goes on net. Duela saves it, loses sight of it. Puck goes into the corner, though. Oliverio plays this up for Stubbs. Robert ices the puck. And will bring the faceoff back down by Alex Duela. Just over 30 seconds remaining in the second period, and then I'll find out who wins the 50-50 raffle. Face-off goes over to the side. Ebersol battling to get possession of it. In the corner leaning, it's pressed up now. It gets ripped all the way around to the far side. Nathan Van Wee sends this back in behind the goal. Out in front, guarded. There's a shot and a save made. Puck goes over towards the corner. Van Wee can't hold it at the blue line. Van Brocklin hustling back to pick it up. 5 seconds ago, he's in his trapezoid. This rides the rail into the neutral zone, and Ebersol is the last person to touch that puck in regulation of the second period. And that concludes our second period of play here at the Watertown Municipal Arena, home of JCC Cannoneer Ice Hockey. We're going to find out the winner of the 50-50 raffle any second now, as Coach Obi is waiting to tell me who the winner is.
Here's the, I'll let you check the number. It's $130.
Perfect. All right.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Coach. welcome back to Hockey Fans. Tonight's 50-50 winner of $130 would like to remain anonymous, but she donated the 130 winning dollars back to JCC to help with the Cannoneers' journey to Jacksonville for Nationals. Thank you for your contribution. Now let's play some hockey! Hey! And there we go. Battle for that puck right at the center dot. Eventually won by Albany. Weiss tried taking that over to the side. Lost possession. Now he's got to carry that back into his zone to get things set up for the Danes. Challenged by Mason Savage. Had to go over to the side to Peterson. Looks like the ice is still wet. Not able to get good passes off. There's a save shot, and it's cleared by Peterson. Held in, though, by Weinbar. He fires that back in. Pick up by Ebersol. Ebersol, nice pass over to Weinbar. Weinbar's shot gets blocked. Comes back into the neutral zone. Owen Ebersol dumps it back in. JCC checks up onside. Jake Weiss fires this out. Picked up by Stubbs in the neutral zone. Tries ripping it across to Novak Jarris, excuse me. And Jarris able to get that puck deep in the zone. Nate Van Wee couldn't get that out in the trapezoid. Looks like Whitmore passes up to Ebersol. Still getting caught in water. McNulty brings it back and turns it over, though. JCC passes into the neutral zone. Bismarck fires this ahead. Goes into the far corner, which looks wet. Owen Ebersol in there. Nice stop and slide move to pull that puck with them. Sends this up for Sovey. Puck goes into the corner. Loose puck comes back for Sandman. Fires this in, gets turned out by the Danes. Novak Jarvis carries this in. Centering pass gets deflected away. And Colin McNulty goes down as Evan Sanford was trying to get his stick free. That shot gets deflected, goes all the way down. Stalled by Presley Patron. JCC, pass up. Sovey catches it at the blue line. Little short pass up. Crisscrossing over for Blevins. Blevins couldn't keep it with them. Albany coming back out with this puck in the neutral zone. Brant Rue feeds this ahead to Millington. Millington, shot, save, rebound. Rue, save, shot. That goes off the blocker of Presley Patron back behind the net, and from his knees, that puck gets cleared by Tyler Sovey, and he'll take that icing just so he can get up. I understand, Tyler. I need a minute or two to get up when I fall down, too. I try not to fall down. Sometimes it's just getting out of bed that's difficult. Jake Weiss in for the face-off for Albany. Sends us over to the side. Stolen by Sanford. Rips us back behind the net to get it over for Jeeves. Mason tries to clear it out. Held in, though, by Oliverio. Oliverio catches that one again. Rips this back. Gets blocked, though. Puck is getting bounced all around. Sanford picks it up at the bottom of the face-off circle. Waits a moment. Far pass off the boards. And it makes its way to Sovey. Pulls us through his legs. Gets us up for Jeeves. Mason Jeeves into the O-zone. The shot. Leaking. Oh! Just misses the net. There's a shot by Van Brocklin off the backboard. Now in the trapezoid, no, knocked over to the side, centering pass, not able to connect to Blevins. Van Wee steps up, feeds this over to Mason Jeeves at the hash mark. Jeeves couldn't keep that in. It comes back out into the neutral zone. Nathan Van Wee using the size to get back and pick up that puck. Oh, that's a tripping penalty, looks like, that referee official Mike is going to call. And Trevor Vino's down on the ice. He's now in a crawling position. Trevor Vino, slow to get up. He's on his knees now. He's in a little bit of pain. Boy, he waited for medical assistance to get really close before he decided to get up. I think Quinn McDonald there stopped Trevor for a moment to say, "Come on, just talk to the nurse." Right? Made her come all the way this way on the ice. Should at least let her, you know, talk to you. It's like the old squirt days when coach's kid would pretend to be hurt until coach got within 5 feet and then he'd get up. University at Albany penalty. Number 9, Alex Peterson. 2-minute minor for tripping. Number 9, 2 minutes, trip. Time of the minor penalty, 3:25 of the third period. And it's a Cannoneers power play. Barrett over to Bismarck. Bismarck feeds this in deep to Weinbar. Weinbar at the edge of the trapezoid. Puts this into the slot, and it gets bounced. It bounces off of Mason Savage. Barrett's got to go all the way back into his zone to pick that puck up. Gives this to Savage. Savage hits Bismarck. Bismarck, soft pass over to Blevin. Shot, save made. Comes through off the skates of Busy. Passes out to the center point. Savage, to Bismarck. Bismarck drops it off for Savage, but a little miscommunication there. And University of Albany coming in short-handed. Shot taken by Stubbs. Picked up now by Carson Barrett. Barrett cuts in behind Oliverio. Oliverio tried to butt check him. Didn't happen. Blevins in shot. Kicked away by Duela. Held in by Bismarck. Bismarck in the corner now. Sends this through the trapezoid. Far side. Mason Savage picks it up at the point. Snaps it back in deep for Weinbar. Weinbar switches with Bismarck. Weinbar feeds this over to Carson Barrett. Shot, save made, and Duela is going to hold on to that one for the faceoff. Just under 30 seconds remaining in the tripping penalty against Alex Peterson of the Albany Danes. Weinbar sliding in to take the faceoff against Jake Weiss. Puck comes back, and this is cleared by Albany. Racing after it, Kyle Millington. Millington, a nice job of back checking by Mason Savage. Savage feeds this over for Weinbar. Weinbar picking this puck up. Here comes Cameron through the middle. Forces his way by Millington at the hash mark. Centering pass, and Savage not able to get his twig on it. Puck held in by Bismarck. Savage trying to pull this off the boards and does. Goes over top of the slot, making his way in at the dot. Backhand glove saved by Alex Duela. Yeah, Alex is doing real good with that glove. And JCC better stick to the blocker side if they want to score more goals on that fine goalie. 4-1, JCC with the lead. Still out shooting University of Albany 2-1. It's 30-15. Ryan Meal picks his puck up in his zone, sends this up into the neutral zone, gets turned over. Owen Ebersol coming in, shot, save made. Duela, rebound grabbed on the backhand of Mason Jeeves. Ebersol picks it up, tries to feed this out into the front. Jeeves rips this all the way across for Weinbar. Shot goes behind the net, and this is going to come all the way down. Nate Van Wee back to pick it up. Nathan to his trapezoid. Teams return to even strength. Here comes Sovey into the offensive end. Trying to pass that puck back, but driven behind the net by Adam Brown. Now battle for it in the corner. Kick back into the trapezoid for Brown. Brown snaps it ahead. Misses the stick of Colin McNulty. And that's going to be an icing. And we'll bring this face-off back down by Alex Duela. Oh, look at that. You got one, a little drink there for JCC, and Duela just had a sip himself. They're both facing the same. They're facing the camera, posing. It's pretty nice of them. Big smiles. Playing the greatest games on ice. Paul Arapas tries sending this around, able to get it out into the neutral zone. Dump back in by Owen Van Brocklin. Savage going into the corner to contest that. It comes up to the point position, held in by JCC, ripped all the way around. Near side, Blevins takes us into the corner, trying to skate it by Quinn McDonald. Not able to, comes back on the near side. There's a shot, busy, save made. Rebound comes all the way up to the point. Barrett kicks this ahead, goes right to Ryan Meal. Meal sends this across, and this is passed up. And finally out into the neutral zone, caught there by Van Brocklin. Owen feeds this ahead, goes back into the Albany zone, played by Adam Brown, out into the neutral zone. Bismarck tries turning it back. Brown brings this back up, feeds this ahead to Carson Barrett. Barrett diagonally to Blevins. Blevins puts it back to Bismarck. Bismarck, though, ran into Trevor Vino. Now gives this to Barrett. Barrett drops this up ahead, and that's an offsides. Blevins crossed before the puck. Hard to tell, though. The puck was on the other side of those flags there, so the official could tell. I could not, and apparently Drew Blevins was incorrect in where he thought the puck was. I don't know what's going on between Mason Jeeves and Trevor Vino, but Jeeves just fell down. Sovey, the face-off, pulls this over to Esposito, goes behind him, though. Robert Stubbs pushes this ahead into the offensive zone. Can't get by Cameron Weinbar, though. He's standing there like a wall. Here comes Weinbar, moving this puck up, cutting his way through the neutral zone, dumps that puck in, off the backboard, through the trapezoid. Nice angle. There's a big check, and a check is returned. Esposito fires that, goes behind the net. Cameron picks it up at the point, fires this back in at the hash mark. Out in front, and that puck is saved. Sanford fires it, blocked in front by Peterson, held in by Esposito. Puck passed over for Sanford. Sanford with the shot, and a save made by Alex Doela. Little after the whistle extracurriculars going on. Officials just separating before any whistles need to be blown. Maintain control and avoid the controversy. How's that for advice? Here's the face-off to the right side of Doela. Pushed to the boards by Albany. Knocked back in by Bismarck. Mason Savage feeds this back behind the goal out in front. And not able to connect with Bismarck. Puck comes out into the neutral zone. Van Weed dumps it back in. JCC checking up on sides, and they do. Oliverio trying to bring that puck out. Gets denied. Peterson picks it up. Soft pass to Oliverio to try again. Oliverio skating this out. Hits the blue line. Fires this ahead. Intended for Brant Rue. Misses him. Not sure why there's no icing. Nate Van Wee over there battling against Kyle Millington. Just pushing him ahead with the puck. That's all. Battle along the boards. Puck comes out into the middle. Pass over to Drew Blevins. Blevins feeds this ahead to Bismarck, and he dumps that puck into the far corner. Mason Savage moving in against Oliverio. Oliverio passes behind the net to Rue. Rue sends it back over to Oliverio. Oliverio with it. Moves this puck forward across to Rue. Brandt brings us into the neutral zone. Over the center line. Brandt over the blue line behind Quinn McDonald. Fires that into the trapezoid, played there by Presley Patron. JCC in possession. Passes this puck up to Carson Barrett. Barrett moves up, backhands that puck in. Goes just wide of the net at the hash mark. Now picked up Novak Jarvis, trying to force it out. JCC trying to rip it in. There's a big check while Doela makes the save. Again, with the glove hand. Quick glove of Alex Doela. Could be Dola. I'm not sure. Going with Doela. Doehla. Jake Weiss with the face-off, won by JCC. That shot goes off of Duela and the glass. Van Brocklin fires this in. This bounces its way. Ryan Meal picks this up. Oh, shovels it ahead. He's taken out. And he's taken out by a penalty. Mason Jeeves called for the cross check and had some kind words to share with the Albany player that he cross checked. Jefferson Community College penalty number 18, Mason Jeeves, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 18, 2 minutes cross-checked. Time of the minor penalty, 10:20 of the third period. And we are past the halfway mark of the third period. That shot deflected, knocked down by Van Brocklin. Feeds this over to Bismarck. Bismarck turns and fires this all the way down the length of the ice. Duela comes out of the net into the trapezoid to stall it for Colin McNulty. McNulty passes that over to Oliverio. Oliverio into the neutral zone, now into the O zone, sends his puck back for Jake Weiss. Weiss into the corner for Oliverio. Oliverio pulls it out there, tried to feed it to the trapezoid, but it got blocked by Weinbar. Now up, held in at the point, awkwardly, but held in by Jake. And Oliverio knocked down from behind. And Sanford's going to go in for a cross-check. Oh, and the boys are still chirping from the penalty box. Say all you want. Your team is now down 2 players. It's a 2-player advantage for 56 seconds. Jefferson Community College penalty number 7. Evan Sanford, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 7, 2 minutes, cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 11:25 of the third period. Loose puck is caught on the back of the net, and I'm going to just try to pick that puck up. What a nice boy Nathan Van Wee is, picking that puck up for the official and handing it to him. He's so gentle. Jake Weiss taking the faceoff, pulls this puck over into the slot. Over to the side with it is Novak Jaris. Takes us out to the point, feeds us into the corner for Trevor Vino. Vino back out to Jaris. Jaris to Oliverio. Oliverio, center point position. Now fires this, and that is grabbed by the glove of Presley Patron after it ping-ponged or pinballed, ricocheted off of a few people in the crowd. 8 minutes to go in the game, 21 seconds to go in the 2-player advantage. It'll be another minute 5 of a 1-player advantage. Jaris with this, passes over to Oliverio. He kicks this too far away from his twig. Gets it to Weiss, back to Oliverio. He fires this again, and again covered up by Presley. That time he had a much cleaner look at that puck as it sailed through openness. And there's Presley Patron. If you're wondering how handsome this goalie really is, there he is in all of his glory. Bismarck facing off against Jake Weiss. Weiss pulls it back to Oliverio. Oliverio with it. Feeds this over. There's a shot, and that got tipped. It goes into the corner. Back up high for Oliverio. 1 player comes out for JCC. It's 5-on-4 now. Centering pass. Save made. Rebound grabbed, and the Cannoneers are able to clear this all the way down. Duela plays this back for Novak Jaris. He sends this up the boards to the hash marks. And oh, that's going to be a penalty. Can't always hear what they're saying to each other on the ice, and I'm thinking that's probably a good thing. 4-on-4 hockey for 36 seconds, and then we'll have a minute 24 of a player advantage for the JCC Cannoneers. Bismarck facing off against Jake Weiss. University at Albany penalty number 3, Kyle Millington, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 3, 2 minutes, cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 12:50 of the third period. So 4-on-4 hockey. Weiss gets this to Peterson. Peterson skates this into the offensive end, drops it off at the point for Robert Stubbs. Stubbs shot right into the glove of Presley Patron. 10 seconds remaining in 4-on-4. Evan Sanford trying to figure out from coach if he should go on and play or hustle to the bench and get another forward out there. Not sure what coach said. We'll find out. JCC with the puck from behind their net. They're going to wait. Sanford comes out. He hustles his way over to the bench. Here comes Weinbar. Waits for everybody to get set up. Passes back to Barrett with the clapper, and that gets blocked by Jake Weiss right in front. Sent all the way down the length of the ice. Patron holds this for Barrett. 1 minute of a player advantage for JCC. Here comes Cameron Weinbar with the puck over the blue line at the hash mark now. JCC back to the point for Barrett, up to Bismarck. Bismarck sends this in deep for Weinbar. Little pop of the puck out in front. Quinn McDonald catches it, rips this down the length of the ice. Barrett's going to bring this out and pass it up to Bismarck. Owen skates this into the offensive end. Curls around, looking at the hash mark. Now top of the circle. Comes into the center point, right down the slot. Dot, shot, save made, rebound picked up by Bismarck, given to Weinbar in the corner. Here's Cameron now. 5 seconds to go. Weinbar. That puck is deflected away. Oh, and just as player gets released, we're going to get a cross-checking penalty. And Oliveria, I think, is coming into the box. So this is the part of the game that wears on me, I think. The boys just start getting chippy at each other instead of focusing on playing better hockey. Better hockey wins games. University at Albany penalty number 10, Aiden Oliverio, 2-minute minor for cross-checking. Number 10, 2 minutes, cross-check. Time of the minor penalty, 14:53, and it's a Cannoneer power play. Puck comes back to Mason Jeeves. Jeeves winds up with a clapper, save made, rebound, and it is between the legs underneath Alex Duela. Oh, and he just punched down the stick of Nate Van Wee. Still holding on to the stick of Nate there as he skates away. I really think he tried to break Nathan's stick. Probably didn't like Nathan peppering at him with the stick. But until that whistle's blown, that puck is available. Drew Blevins facing off against Colin McNulty. McNulty pulls this back into the corner. Ryan Meal tries to clear it out, held in at the point. No, it's not. It comes out, trying to force it forward. Robert Stubbs. Stubbs feeds this into the middle, and shot not able to get taken. Not the way they wanted, not the way they had imagined it. It was a great opportunity for Albany. McNulty tries centering it. Van Wee picks that puck off, though. Goes into his trapezoid. He's going to skate this up and passes it over for Jeeves. Jeeves off the boards. I don't know what they're trying to do. Van Wee loses this. And it's finally swatted out by Drew Blevins. Gets this up to Owen Ebersol. Ebersol in. Centering pass gets blocked. Nice job of being there, Alex Peterson. Blevins steals this at his own blue line, going across into the offensive zone, and that puck is taken away at the top of the circle. JCC trying to get possession back. There's a shot, save made, rebound grab in the middle, shot, and that's going to get held on to by Alex Duela. Minor after whistle extracurricular activities going on. Nothing these officials can't handle and keep under control. 27 seconds remaining in the power play for JCC. They have yet to score when they've had a player advantage. Albany needs one more player. Looks like it's going to be Trevor Vino coming in to complete the foursome. Face off won by JCC. Comes back to Carson Barrett. Barrett sends that over shot. It's deflected by Dan-Dalin on the ice. Dalin goes over and puts a hit on. Puck goes off of Weinbar up in the air. Five seconds to go in the penalty. Dalin in chasing after Adam Brown, and the team's return to even strength. Dallin's still over there, causing problems in the trap zone. This puck's riding the rail into the neutral zone. Mason Savage passes it back too softly. Barrett feeds this up. Dalin grabs this in the neutral zone, goes over, and he's taken out. Oh, he's going after him. Dan-Dalin causing havoc. His bubble opened up. He shoved back, and then the rest of his team's coming in. And I can't quite tell who is that. That's Carson Barrett trying to skate against the official. Quite the excitement going on. Uh-oh. They're going down the hallway, and the official's going over. So he's removed Colin McNulty from the ice. Carson Barrett's still on the bench. The door has been closed to the bench so that neither team can go down the hallway there and cause any off-ice nonsense. So Dan-Dalin putting an impressive shift on out there, causing a ruckus. I'm not sure if we're going to result in any sort of penalty or anything. Officials trying to figure it out. Well, you got the one player that got ejected. So that's at least a 2-minute unsportsmanlike and a game misconduct, right? That's why he got ejected. Or maybe they are going to give a major penalty and just told him to go sit down. Because there's only 2 minutes and 44 seconds remaining in the game. Dan-Dalin coming over. He's got his own fan club. He's going into the box for his own penalty. There's Bailey. Gonna fix the bubble on his helmet. So I believe that Trevor Vino's penalty is going to get sat by Paul Arapas. Oh, so I guess I don't know, some people have been sent to the locker rooms. Not sure why anybody would need to sit since it's, I don't know if we're going to be playing 4-on-4 hockey or 3-on-3 hockey or 5-on-5 hockey. There are 2 4-minute penalties assessed to each team. So since they'll be at even strength, it doesn't matter if anybody scores. Nobody's getting released from the penalty box, and there's only 2:44 remaining in the game. So Carson's coming over to serve his own penalty, so he has not been ejected. We have a lot of penalties. JCC penalty number 22, Bailey Dallin, 4 minutes for roughing. JCC penalty number 6, Carson Barrett, 4 minutes for roughing. University at Albany, number 12, Trevor Vino, 4 minutes for roughing. Served by number 23, Paul Arapas, and University at Albany, number 7, Jake Weiss, 4 minutes for roughing. Time of all of these penalties, 17-16 of the third period. 4-on-4 hockey. Not exactly sure how we got the 4-on-4. I guess unless 2 of them were incidental. The other one were post. Not sure. Connor Lamb, shot, save made. Doela. Lamb overskates that puck in the trapezoid. University at Albany trying to come out with it. Here's Robert Stubbs. Stubbs in the neutral zone. Lamb chasing. Dumps Stubbs with one hand, so that's not a penalty. Oh, there's a hard check that knocks the helmet off of Jake Weiss. There's no... Oh, and they're going to continue. There's really no need for checking that hard. But lots of adrenaline. And obviously, Jake needs to tighten up those buttons. Maybe put the chin strap on. That might help. So we're going to just have a face-off in the neutral zone for equipment malfunction. Quinn McDonald taking a face-off against Tyler Sovey. McDonald wins. Puck comes over to Peterson. Peterson feeds this over to Adam Brown. Brown tries squeezing it through to McNulty. Gets knocked loose. Oh, there's a big check. Connor Lamb leading with the shoulder on Alex Peterson. Peterson right back up. And Adam Brown picks that puck up from his traps. There's a shot dished into the corner by Doela. Comes all the way up. Lamb fires it. Blocked by Peterson. This puck comes out through the neutral zone. Colin McNulty going in after it. Presley Patron comes halfway out of the zone, or through the zone, to play that puck back out. Savage knocks that puck ahead, and here comes... Oh, no, Savage with the follow-up shot and a goal! See if I caught that replay. Knocks that puck ahead, And
we
here
come
comes.
in. I can't quite see
Oh,
who
no,
took
Savage
that
with the
shot.
follow-up shot. No
Savage
goal.
following it up.
To a trailers of 4. Less than 1 minute of play remaining in this game. Final minute of play. JCC goal scored by number 71, Mason Savage. Assisted by number 19, Owen Bismarck. Savage from Bismarck. Time of the Cannoneer even strength goal, 19:04 of the third period. Lots of blocked shots there. Little check. This puck comes out into the neutral zone. Adam Brown loses it. Racing in with it. Caden Perini shot. Save made. Loose puck picked up by Quinn McDonald. McDonald bringing this puck back the other way. And we got a whistle. Oh, because of this. Colin Whitmore wrapping it up. Oh, he's pulling the jersey over the head. I can't see who the other player is, and the officials have them separated. Oh, Colin in his sophomore night. He just wanted to come over and see his boys and say hi to his mom. He was battling it out with Adam Brown. So I don't know if Adam Brown's, yeah, he's going to go to the box as well. JCC penalty, number 8, Colin Whitmore, roughing. University at Albany penalty, number 21, Adam Brown, roughing. Penalties at 19:54, and that concludes the game. This one ends in a victory for the Jefferson Community College Cannoneers. They come away winning 5-1. We'd like to thank everyone for coming out here this evening to watch this exciting AAU game between the University at Albany and Jefferson Community College. Thank you all for your support. Thank you all for driving out here in this coldness. At least it's not snowing anymore here in Watertown. Please check your immediate area now that the game has concluded. Make sure you collect all of your personal belongings, including cell phones, chargers, cables, trash, small children. Please take these things with you. We don't need them here. Make sure you all get home safely. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence, reminding you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day. All right, thank you all for watching. Certainly appreciate you signing up on AAU Plus. You're able to watch all AAU live streamed games right here. Looking forward as this channel continues to grow. I will be putting this game up for replay on my YouTube channel, The Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. Be sure to check it out and make sure you like and subscribe. I am the Dan-Dalin, a positive influence. This one ends in another Jefferson Community College victory. And I would like to remind you, don't wait for it to be a good day. Make it a great day.